Paddy, great to see you.
What's happening?
How are we doing?
I'm great.
Where are the excitement levels as we speak right now on fight week? Where are you at?
I'm excited to weigh in, lad, and have some food, know what I mean, eat some carbs, and then I'll be very excited to punch Bobby's head in.
Are you looking forward to giving the nation a moment that will help them get over the disappointment of the Euros?
Yeah, you could say that, know what I mean, because a lot of people are devastated. A lot of people have made a mountain out of a molehill because I wanted Spain to win, because I had a bet on. Know what I mean?
Talk us through it. How did you come to the bet? Because you were celebrating like you were in downtown Madrid, but I don't think you were, right?
No, I was with all me. That's another thing. What annoyed me, all people making videos about me, putting stuff up, or he's bullying people. Every single person I was sat with was me mate. I went to school with them. Know what I mean? 10 minutes earlier, when Cole Palmer scored, they all jumped on me and was rubbing my head. I couldn't rub everyone else's head because they'd all done it to me, so I just started pointing at them, calling them wolves. Know what I mean? 10 minutes earlier, I was getting called a wool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I ended up winning 3k. Know what I mean? I would have had to give 3k out if they never won.
3Gs, baby.
Yeah. The bet was with me mates.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So, when Spain scored that last minute winner, lad, like, to put it in MMA terms, it's like you had a bet on Leon when he fought Usman and egg kicked him.
Yeah.
Last minute winner. Know what I mean? But as I say, people just make a mountain out of a molehill, lad. The reason that I went as excited as I was because I'd won that much money. And literally 15 minutes earlier, everyone was jumping on me, rubbing my head, lad, so I just returned the favour. I need to get the CCTV from the pub, actually, and show everyone what was happening to me 15 minutes earlier, lad. Yeah, the lad, I swear, Desi, Sam, McCabe, all of them were just like that. Yeah, Wade, Carney, just pointing in my face, laughing at me, you know what I mean?
Well, I guess you guys on Saturday, you can kind of claim the moment of the summer, right? The Olympics aren't going to have any kind of results by then.
Yeah.
The Euros didn't go our way. We could be in for something pretty special on Saturday night,
Yeah,
couldn't we?
I think we are. Me and all my fellow Englishmen, lad, are going to turn up. Know what I mean? Me, I can't see me, Leon, Tom, Molly, Arnold Allen, Nathaniel, Christian Leroy Duncan. I can't see any of us losing. Know what I mean?
It's what's fun about this card and why I think people are getting so into it is how competitive the fights look. Like, it's arguably your toughest opponent.
Oh, it is my toughest opponent to date. Saying that, Jared could be a tougher opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Jared was beating Robert Green up until the point that he decided to flying headbutt him like a ram. You know what I mean? He was losing the fight up until that point. But I think looking back now, I think I underestimated Jared a little bit, know what I mean? But I haven't underestimated Bobby.
No.
I'm in the shape of my life, lad, and I'm peaking just at the right time. Everything feels absolutely brilliant in camp, and it's mad, like, because like 5 weeks ago, I was thinking, oh my God, this is the worst camp of my life. What's going on here?
Why were you thinking that? What was
just
going
a
on?
few things went wrong, lad, know what I mean? And then even a couple of weeks ago, a few things personally, lad, it was just getting me down, lad, in a bit of depression and that, and then, as I say, everything just kicked into gear at the right time, lad. Everything's fell into place and no one could beat me on Saturday.
How tough is that to navigate if you're having like a depressed spell while you're in a training camp and the clock's ticking? You can't really afford to have days off, days where you're not at your best. That must be a really difficult thing to try and manage.
Yeah, it is. You're not wrong. About 5 or 6 weeks ago, my coach was thinking about pulling me out. You know what I mean? Where mentally, I weren't there, and I said a couple of weeks ago, I think this is going to be the worst fight camp of my life, and up until like 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was.
How did you turn it around?
I don't know. I really don't. I've got that attitude, lad, and that positivity where I can turn it around, and you know how confident I am. So when my coach thought about pulling me out, I was like, no chance. You know what I mean? Then. Last couple of weeks, lad, sparring in the gym, I've been absolutely on fire. Hitting pads, I'm on fire, rolling, S&C, I've never been so strong. I done my fight simulation and strength and conditioning the other day, lad, 3 5-minute rounds, and in the third round I felt stronger than I did in the first round.
Wow. Are you somebody who needs people to tell them how well they're looking, how well they're doing, or are you experienced enough now where you know
No,
when you're at your best?
I know when I'm at my best, but it doesn't harm you when everyone else is telling you how good you look, know what I mean? And
Yeah.
my sparring partners are telling me how strong I feel and how dominant I'm being, know what I mean? That also helps your confidence quite a lot.
Yeah. What will also be, I'm sure, a massive confidence boost for you is going to be in the wee hours Sunday morning when you step out a Scouser in Manchester and you've got 20-odd thousand people going absolutely ballistic for you. There's not many people who can pull that off, is there?
No, and I can't wait, lad, know what I mean? Like, that's another thing, the amount of people commenting on me saying he's got to get booed when he walks out over that England thing, know what I mean? Which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Like, can't believe I won a bet, lad, and everyone's turning on me. But, you know, I know I'm going to get a cheer. I'll get the biggest cheer of the night.
Oh, God, yeah.
I know for a fact I will.
I think there's a big disconnect between social media commenters and fans on there,
lad, the haters
and actually the people who are going to pay to come to the fights.
The haters on social media, lad, wow. Some of the comments that I got, lad.
Does that get you down? Or can you...
the positive comments always override it, know what I mean? The positive comments are better.
Yeah.
Like a couple me off last week where the day after that I put a picture up of my wife and my kids and all people are commenting on that. Some of them me off because my wife and kids got nothing to do with fighting, nothing to do with me, you know what I mean? Comment on a different post, don't comment on that one.
You got a lot going on, haven't you? You got a lot to deal with,
yeah,
lad.
Always got a lot going on, lad. And that's why you've got to stay confident, lad. You've got to stay positive, know what I mean? Whenever I start feeling negative and get a bit down, that's when I hit a bit of depression, and mentally, that side of things, it's hard, know what I mean? As I say, I wasn't in the best place like 5 weeks ago, something like that. I actually messaged James's place, the place where I go to have a little bit of counselling. I actually messaged Jane, the woman who I go and see, and was like, can I come and see you? Know what I mean? Just to have a little chat and feel better. That's
pretty remarkable that you're happy to share this sort of thing with us.
I need to share this, lad, because other people don't. And I'm probably going to mention it again in the cage after a win, lad, because the amount I'm hearing it again lately. Like 2 years ago when I mentioned it, like obviously Andy Mann's club, James's place, all them places said that the surge in calls what they got, and the Samaritans and stuff like that, the surge in calls what they got of people actually speaking up. Lately, that some people, like there's a lad in Liverpool, Gilly lad, someone who, he wasn't my mate, but he was in a, and I'd met him before, know what I mean? He killed himself about 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. And then just before I started camp about 3 months ago, another young MMA fighter called Connor Hitchens, who's from the north, he killed himself, lad, and he's younger than me. So it's becoming an epidemic again, and just rather people talk than take their own life, you know what I mean? Because once you take your own life, that's it, you're done, it's over. But if you talk to someone and get it off your chest, lad, you live to fight another day, as they say.
How important is it for you that this is a pivotal part of your career, that this is a role you're happy to take on as somebody who's going to speak out and encourage others to speak out as well?
Yeah, that's like people always say to me, oh, it's amazing what you're doing, that lad. I'm just doing my part, lad. I think anyone in my position who's got a couple of followers, who's got a bit of a platform, they should be doing this, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't talk enough about stuff like this, and where I've got a bit of a following, a bit of a platform, I might as well use it for good, you know what I mean? Like, I used to love using my Instagram to tell people that the back in comments, you know what I mean? But now I'm not even allowed to sign into my Instagram because it'll just get deactivated. But now I try and spread awareness, you know what I mean? It was literally 2 days ago was Ricky's anniversary. And like I put a little post up, a story up about that, saying, people, please talk, don't take your own life. And I had so many messages back off that obviously I can't go through them all, but I scrolled through a few of them. I've seen some on my Facebook page, and some people I actually messaged back where they were pouring their heart out to me, and I feel bad if I don't get back to them. You know what I mean?
It almost feels like speaking about fights is a bit trivial after what we're speaking about here, but if I could just just finally, before you go on, it's going to be a hell of a night on Saturday into Sunday morning. As you said, you're going to get this incredible reception in front of 20,000 lunatics wearing wigs and chucking drinks everywhere. What sort of a performance do you want to put on? And with this being the final fight of your current UFC deal, how important is it to you that you remind people what Paddy Pimblett's all about?
Yeah, I'm coming to steal the show, lad. Know what I mean? I'm coming to steal the show, goes without saying. I try and do it every time. I haven't been that happy with my last 2 performances, but my 2 performances before that in England have been absolutely spectacular. The first round and the second round finish, both by sub though. This time I'm coming for the knockout. I want to show everyone that Paddy the Baddy's not just a grappler, lad. Bobby Green's getting bingoed.
Mate, as always, thank you so much for your time, and thanks for speaking so openly and honestly. It means an awful lot to people who'll be listening to this, and I hope you appreciate the role you're playing.
As I say, lad, I'm just me. What you see is what you get. Nothing is ever going to change me. I'll always be like this.
Thank you, son. Cheers.
You know that.